what my question for you today is. And my neighbor's kids just came outside. Of course they did. Of course they did. Anyway, is your past failure holding you in fear from moving forward? And that's something that is between you and you. Is your past failure, whatever you define failure as, we've talked about that a couple weeks ago, is that failure holding you in fear from moving forward? Okay. And if you said yes, even the smallest little yes, okay, I want you to sit down this week, today, tonight, and I want you to, number one, name the failure right at the top of the page, whatever that failure is. And then I want you to close your eyes, take some breaths in and out, focus on that failure, and I want you to really feel what emotions come up with that. Is it shame? Is it grief? Is it overwhelm? Is whatever it is. Write those emotions down. Then after you've written them down, close those eyes again, take a few deep breaths again. I want you to see if they resonate anywhere in your body. So if you felt shame, that was one of how you were feeling, then when you think of shame surrounding that failure, where is it in your body? Okay. Now, that's the first step. The second step is figuring out, are you ready to move forward? Are you ready to go through the healing process to move forward? Maybe you're not. That's up to you. Okay. One thing I like to tell my ladies is that you have control of if you want to stay where you are or if you want to move forward. Okay. I can guide you through that, but you have to make the decision that you're ready to do that. Right? So if you are ready to do that, here comes the sucker punch. Wait for it. The next question I want you to ask yourself is, what role did I play in that? What role did I play in that failure? Maybe you had too high expectations. Maybe your expectations weren't realistic. Maybe you put up with it for too long. Maybe the fear was so overcoming because of a series of events that led up to that. Which, if that's the case, then we need to go back to our journal and go back to the failure, because it wasn't this one failure that you posted. It was 2 or 3 failures back, right? So what did we play? What part did we play in that? And look at it from, I played this part, and what did I learn? What did I learn from this failure? What could I have done differently? Could I have left the job before I left it? Could I have stopped overeating? Could I have started working out? Could I, whatever it is that you're talking about. But look that directly in the face and decide what it is, what emotions are around it, if it's resonating in your body, and are you ready to heal it? And if you are, what part did you play in it? Okay. Now, once we figure that out, then what is the next step is the next question. Am I ready to release it? Am I ready to try to, maybe you're in the midst of it right now and it's just not working and you've got to figure out what you're going to do. Maybe you're ready to change course or fix it or whatever. Great. That's up to you. But you have that control. I can't do it for you. No one else can do that for you. Just like I'll talk about being your own biggest cheerleader. Sometimes we have to be our own person that gets us out of it. Again, as a coach, I can guide you through it. You have to stand up and be willing to say, I'm ready to move through it. Okay? that's what we talk about on Thursday nights. That's what we do on Thursday nights. This is sort of the process. And then from here on Thursday nights in our group, we talk about our emotions that come up, etc., how we want to feel, where we want to go, and then we use meditation and we use EFT tapping session to move those emotions. If you're ready to heal, we're going to move those emotions, because the last thing we need is those emotions sitting somewhere any longer than they have to, and they need to. Okay, so that's what we do on Thursday night. So if you're at that brink and you need just a little more push, come join us on Thursday nights. Okay, the links are up at the top. I can also post it on here when I get off. Come join us. There's no long-term obligation. Okay, but those are the things you can do this week. Those are the things you can do this week. Now, as you know, I love these little angel cards that have one word on them. And this week I was called to my mindful messages deck. And when I pulled it, I literally chuckled because I knew what I was talking about. And so I was like, oh, you cannot make this up. Okay, so here's the card. And I know I'm going to have to flip it up. I'm going to have to read it because it's flipped around. But it says, Edge of Greatness. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that came and walk through the doors with confidence. And those experiences, those opportunities sometimes mean failure or not going the way you want it to go, right? So take this as sort of a sign or your message for the week that there are doors that are open to you when you are ready to heal and that you are ready to move forward, because you are not going to crumble. When you do the healing and when you've addressed it and you're ready to move forward and you've healed, you're not going to crumble. You're not. Okay? And it says, I take opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Your knees may be wobbling. You may be sick in the stomach with the butterflies, but you know what? You can do it. You can do it. Have that confidence. You will have that confidence to do it. And sorry, got interrupted. My neighbors have beehives and they like to come over here, and there's one on top of my phone right now. It's fine. It's all fine. Boundaries. Okay. The little angel card is vision. And I love this. I love this because if we acknowledge our failure, whatever that is, we go through the healing process and we truly go all the way down to figure out what are our next steps. Vision. What is the vision that we have? Right? My vision, going back to what we talked about at the very beginning, was a retreat for women of all ages, all sizes, all body types, all abilities to move, because we do yoga for all bodies. That was I do not want any woman to ever say she can't do yoga. Yes, you can. Okay? That was my vision. That was the thing I wanted to do. Okay? And I went with my knees knocking. I had butterflies in my stomach. I had to breathe through it. I have a wonderful coach that got me through it. Probably get me through it again this year, because I'm so passionate about it. So find that vision. Find the vision, right? So this week, figure out, are you ready to move forward? If you are, I gotcha. You're here. You're here for a reason. You're watching this for a reason. So I'm going to stop talking now. I've talked too much. Edge of greatness. The edge of greatness. You are on the edge of greatness, and you will have a vision, if you don't already, of where you want to go, and you can get there. Okay? All right, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you next week.